Hello once again, Rich Gray alongside Bob Kemp, and probably the best football weekend in the history of the state of Arizona, and we'll get into a lot of that here in a little bit.
Go to the Super Bowl.
Collectively as a whole.
Rose Bowls.
Yeah, but all three teams will explain. We'll start with the Cardinals, complete game, 40-11 blowout over the Colts, a team that's going to the playoffs.
Yeah, it was. I think that I thought they had a real emotional edge going in just because the Colts have a 23-game lead in the South.
Still,
the Cardinals,
even after the loss.
Yeah, and the Cardinals are kind of in an elimination situation here. But they took care of business right away, and it really was never in doubt.
And Arians after the game, very complimentary of the defense, but also the offense. Palmer looked great, Floyd looked great, Fitz looked great, and the running game returned.
That's true. Mendenhall is probably the best he's been all year, at least at home. He was really good the first 2 games of the season. I'd almost forgotten. I mean, he averaged 4, 5, 6 yards a carry those first 2 games. And then, to some extent, we know he was hurt because he wasn't practicing for like a month. So he admitted after the game that he's feeling better. And I think that certainly shows when he can get to the edge. And he had 2 of his biggest plays in the first 5 plays of the game. The catch and also the run. That was his longest run of the season, in fact, that first play. So obviously that helps tremendously. The defense was able to get to the quarterback without blitzing much. Very similar to the game plan against Carolina, where they didn't blitz very much in the first half. Did a little more in the second half, but you want to make sure when you're going against running quarterbacks that you're not caught man-to-man. And that might have been the Colts' biggest play of the game was when Luck ran for those yards, and they were in man-to-man at that time. So I think that Todd Bowles has done an excellent job changing from week to week. They went 4-2-5 in this game for almost the whole game. And I asked Tyrann Mathieu about that. He thinks that really threw the Colts off at the start of the game, and they really never figured it out. Also, I think it's pretty obvious the Colts kind of lack a difference-making receiver without Reggie Wayne out there. But and the special teams, other than block field goal, did fine, but really didn't do a whole lot. Very few punts compared to usual and so forth. So I think it's, I might have to go back and look at this a little further. Just off the top of my head, I think it's the best all-around game since the Warner era.
Yeah, you'd have to go back that far if you're looking, at least.
Yeah, there might have been a game or 2 in 2010, because they won a couple of games that year by decent margins, but just off the top of my head, all around, I think that was a really solid performance. First time they've had 40 points in 45 games.
Now going to Saturday, the Territorial Cup is this Saturday, and there's some hype headed into it now with U of A upsetting Oregon and a complete beatdown, basically, of Oregon. They dominated from start to finish.
I almost picked the right score in the game.
Just the wrong team.
Just had the wrong team winning. That was pretty surprising that they physically just beat the heck out of them. And I don't think it took a lot for Oregon to be terribly disheartened either. I think they kind of laid down pretty quickly in that game. And the U of A certainly took advantage of it. And of course, ASU. I was talking with a couple of our friends and Scott from Mesa earlier in the show, earlier in the day here. Occasionally pops up on the show, otherwise known as Scott Bordeaux. And we're kind of wondering if both these teams are going to, I know it's ASU U of A, but they both had an emotional high yesterday. Yeah. And it's not going to get any better for those U of A kids than what happened to them yesterday their whole lives. I mean, that's going to be the greatest win of their career. So this is going to be kind of weird to see what happens this week.
Well, yeah, and ASU winning the Pac-12 South, so it'll be ASU versus Stanford in the Pac-12 championship game on December 7th. Now, if ASU wins the Territorial Cup, it'll be in Tempe. If they lose, it'll be in Stanford. So I guess maybe there's a little incentive for ASU.
Oh, sure, definitely there is. Yeah, without question. Nice to have that little carrot out there. Unfortunately, it looks like Marion Grice isn't going to be part of that or the championship game. There's rumors that he has a broken tibia that he suffered towards, I think it was the next to last possession or maybe the last possession offensively yesterday. So obviously that's a huge part of their offense.
So it'll be something that will definitely be monitoring. Interesting, ASU closed practices. Well, they do that for every week before the U of A game, but there will be no updates for Marion Grice throughout the week.
No, they only got a couple practices, or even you see it's under closed.
Yeah.
Our weekly Sun Devil inside the Sun Devil segment, there isn't going to be one this week. So I've been told.
So what should we expect in the Sports Zone on Monday, tomorrow?
Obviously, a lot of the 3 games we just talked about, that'll be the large majority of the show. Lots of post-game with obviously Arians and Palmer, and plus we'll have plenty of several of the key players involved in the contest, and plenty on the obviously the UA and the ASU makers for the weekend.
So if you decide to play the docket, I'll just let you know. We'll need to edit it. Just
Really?
let you know some bleeps are involved. So, again, yeah, as expected.
He's been much better this year.
He
as
has
far
been
as the
much
bleeps
better.
Go. Yeah, usually the bleeps came when they lost games in the past. Oh well.
You can blame Craig Morgan. He was the one that asked the question that led to the bleeps.
Okay, that's good. I can blame Craig Morgan. Yeah, that'll work.
For Bob Kemp, I'm Rich Gray. Tune in to the Sports Zone tomorrow on NBC Sports Radio, AM 1060.